If you're trying to get your ex back, there is one thing you need to do first, and that's to get you back. In the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna make your life a lot more simple, a lot more clear. It's not complicated. When you feel great, you speak great. When you feel great, you make different decisions. When you feel great, you become the kind of person people want to be and the kind of person people want to be around. But feeling great ain't a concept. It's not an idea. It's a skill. Even more accurately put, it's a conditioning. When you feel great, that is the crux, the fuel, the foundation to make everything come true. That is what shifts your relationships in your favor. But again, feeling great is a skill. It's a conditioning. Well, the only reasons why people go many years or decades without even addressing the core is very simple. Most people confuse times in their life where things are going their way. It's very easy to confuse times in your life where you're in Disney World or on vacation or everything's going your way. Just because you can feel good when things are going your way, that is not a skill. The real question is, can you still feel good when things are not going your way? Because the truth is, when your emotions get the better of you, that's exactly when you say and do things you should not be saying or doing. Contrary to popular belief, sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. So if you really want to change the trajectory of your relationship and really rebuild it from the ashes, you first have to get you back. People respond in accordance to the version of you bring to the table. If you get yourself feeling good, you'll start speaking differently, making different decisions, and you'll actually become the kind of person that people want to fight for. Super simple. Address the emotional core, your relationships and your life will turn around. Are you sick and tired of living an emotional Groundhog Day? Do you want to finally feel like yourself again? Awesome. Great. Let's do it. It is go time. All right, so here's the first step. First step in your resurrection is to attend my 5 shifts to go from pain to power in days. Not weeks, not months, not years, days. So if you look below the video, you'll see a nice, easy link there to go attend my webinar. Again, it's fully free. See the link below? Click it. It'll then take you to a page, just like you see here. Obviously, you're going to claim your spot. You click the link and then put in your name. Simple as that. Book your spot. Within a few minutes, you'll have an opportunity to attend, and I will show you a world you won't believe. But yeah, this is it. This is the first step here. And by the way, after you're done, you'll have an opportunity to book a call with me, not one of my coaches, me personally, okay? So that's it. This is your first step here. Enjoy the webinar and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
I'm pretty sure like the first week you were texting me like before, like you were reaching out to me every day to make sure that I was like, just to check in. But yeah, I think it was like day 2. Yeah, it was kind of like growing pains, right? Like I was like, is this really working? Like, I don't know. And yeah, you immediately hopped on the phone with me. I think we talked for like over an hour. And then there were other times, you know, I think the next week where I texted you and we hopped on the phone right away. Yeah. But I could kind of tell right from, you know, right before I signed on to do this process with you, you know, that phone call where I was freaking out, I hadn't actually committed to it yet, that you were going to show up. And yeah, man, you did. I mean, anytime I had any hesitation or like there was like doubt in a text message, you jumped on the phone with me, or you asked me when we could talk. And then it kind of like brought me back down. Like, okay, this is a process and I just have to be committed to it. And yeah, you were totally like available there when I needed you. So it was awesome. This was on that phone call before I actually committed to it. I said, like, look, man, I'm going to be dedicated to this thing, like 100%. Like, is this going to work? And I was like totally hesitant. And you said you're going to, and you said it several times, I think, for like the next week. It's like, you're 100% committed. I'm 1,000% committed. So that like gave me the confidence to be like, okay, this guy, you know, he's gonna show up beyond what my expectations are. So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, how long before you started to see results? Now,
a week and a half, I think. I was like, oh, for sure, this is making a difference, like a significant difference. The first 2 days, like I remember, I was just like kind of miserable.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. And then I think by like day 3, like I felt better. and it just kind of built from there to where the feelings, the thoughts, everything was, was extended out. And so by probably a week and a half, I was like, okay, I could see how this is building on itself momentum. And I mean, without getting too like science, it all made sense. I mean, the way you explained it, the videos, the way culture and society is, it makes.
Now you tried it your way for 6 to 10 years, right? You worked with me in 6 weeks. Now that you see what I did and how I worked with you, not just the tools, but also, the tools, the support, everything together. Looking back, to anyone listening to this, do you think you could have done this by yourself?
Well, no, because I wouldn't have got through the first. I wouldn't have got through the first week. Probably not even the first like 4 days. Because, I can only speak for myself, but I think somebody who wants to make some big changes in how they're showing up in the world and how they're feeling, like, it takes some like serious dedication. And I don't know that if you're going to embark on something like this, you're not most of the time coming from a place of feeling super positive. So to have that motivation is really tough, and the fear is there. So being able to lean on you, kind of like, you're professional about it, and you were fired up every time I got on the phone with you. You're like, your energy level is up there, like affirming that I can do it, and that it will work if I stick to the plan. And I just think if you hadn't been there to kind of help me, guide me through the whole process, that probably wouldn't have lasted more than like 5 days.
If there was any way anyone could actually put this together by themselves. And remember, keep in mind, even like Tony Robbins has a lot of books, but we all know it's a completely different experience if you got to work with Tony Robbins.
Right.
So I'm saying the experience you got working with me, not just the support, but also the way I laid out the tools, put everything together week to week, made it really so you can ingrain it. Do you think anyone could actually put this together by themselves by reading a million books?
No, because everything built off of the week before in a way that I don't think you can just like get from any resource. The whole program you build momentum, and I can tell obviously you put a ton of time, and you had a lot of guidance in how you developed it. I mean, you cited the people that helped you get where you are. Mm-hmm. And so coming from all the experience you had, I do read books. I read books all the time, but I don't think you can just read a book and come up with a program that's going to like fully transform how you handle and show up in life. I mean, I don't know that books do that. This is a full-on program that you commit to doing the exercises, and day-to-day growth occurs. So I don't think I think yours.
A lot of people buying that, feeling one more book. I'll just get one more book and I'll figure it out. Yeah. Dude, you're just all right. Now that you got a big smile on your face, man. 1 week, you've graduated about 2 weeks ago. How do you feel now? And you've already alluded to this, but how do you feel now, 2 weeks later, about not just about your current situation, but your life going forward?
I mean, great is like a simple way of putting it, but I mean, awesome is a good word as well. I don't know, man. It's like, I think it's polar opposite how I like just approach every day when I started to where I am now. And I think it's just because I'm not really afraid of what the day is going to throw at me at all, so I can kind of go about my work day or whatever's going on in my life. And I kind of have the confidence of knowing that no matter what happens, I can get back to this feeling of being able to kick butt, And when I started, I was like just totally scared and hesitant about obviously doing this, but just how I was like where my life was going to go with all the negativity that was going on around me. And now I just feel like everything's going to unfold the way it needs to, and I can handle whatever life throws at me.